It's true. I sold most of my crypto before the drop, and I want to use this video to help educate you on why I sold, because a lot of people, well, quite frankly, are losing quite a bit of their bull market profits during this drop. Now, most alts are down pretty bad right now. We can take some examples like AR, which is one of the biggest alts of the bull run, which was up 1,000% and is now down about 80% and back to the lows. The bull market was from about October 2023 to December 2024. So a little bit over a year that we had, some major fluctuations, and we'll go through that during this video. But the first thing I want to do is go through why I sold most of my crypto. At the moment, I'm sitting at about 65% cash. Now that's a little bit, lower than where I was a few days ago. I did start to buy some things, and we'll talk about that in a bit. But I do want to show you guys the proof of my sells and of me alerting this to all my followers of why I'm getting bearish. And I do hate to talk about being bearish in crypto because, quite frankly, most people make the most money from prices going up, and not exactly are too inclined to be happy when prices are going down because they don't know how to take advantage of it. So the first thing I'm going to do is first prove to you that I had this thesis that crypto was going to dump pretty hard. And I'm going to bring up multiple examples here. One of the first ones is going to be the fact that on December 6th, 2024, I told people that I was still going to hold my Ethereum, and my target was going to be 4,086. So I said, we're going to keep holding, don't sell anything until we're at 4,086. Now, as you can see all the way over here as I zoom in on our chart, I have a little level called the buy side premium. And if we click on this and we go to the coordinates, you can see that the coordinates are 4,093. Well, if you remember what I just showed you, my sell was 4,086. I'll bring it back up real quick so you can see it. 4,086. So yes, I sold the exact top and alerted this to everyone to do the same. Now, that wasn't it. That wasn't the only thing that I had alerted. I do want to go over quite a few other market narratives that were showing during this period. And honestly, a few days before I even told people that I was going to sell on my ETH. Here's one from December 4th. I said, well, there it is. I didn't expect this to hit today. I said previously to this post on December 4th, right? When USDT, which is Tether dominance, when this hits 3.79%, I will look to risk off a lot of my positions, as I did. I sold most of my positions here. And this is what happened. We hit the 3.79 level. I didn't expect it to happen so fast. It happened the same day I posted this. And then I said, I can't just let USD hit my bearish level and not risk off like I said. So I sold a bunch of the alts that I had previously in profit. Now, this was in December. We're currently sitting on, this is 2 months ago. Today is February 4th. This is 2 months prior. I've been bearish the whole time. I also want to bring this up here, which is on a few weeks ago. I mean, this was 2 weeks ago when I said this, January 22nd. I said, I think most major alts and except on-chain memes will take a pretty nasty fall soon. I do not think that we're out of the water simply because Trump is president. And I've talked about this extensively. And I want to make the camera bigger here to tell you guys this. I was the only person talking about Trump being bearish for crypto. Yes, of course, Trump is a crypto-friendly president. He's going to have a crypto-friendly regulation. It's going to be great long-term. But this is the problem. When Trump became president, at least we knew he was going to become president in November, early November, Bitcoin went nearly 50, 60% from there. Alts flew 1, 2, 300%. Everybody thought that on Inauguration Day, when Trump actually became president, that we're going to have another major bull run. I was the exact opposite. I thought, if we've already had such a major run, how am I not able to determine and not able to think that everybody's already priced in the move that Trump should have expected during his at least first year of presidency, and then they're going to sell the news when he becomes president to unlikely and, of course, unknowledgeable retail. And that's exactly what happened. Trump pumped the markets heavy, and I profited from it. That's actually, to be fair, I bought when Trump was becoming president. Let's go to the chart here. I bought my ETH at $2,700, which is right here. Trump became, at least we knew he was November 4th. November 4th is right here at the bottom. So as you can see, from the day Trump became president, obviously he was inaugurated, we knew he won the 2024 election, prices zoomed. And I bought. I was a part of this thing. I wasn't bearish the day he got inaugurated. I thought that was great. Like, now we knew. The one thing that was making crypto be quite bearish for, a little over 100 days was the fact that we did not know if Kamala or Trump would become president. Now, as soon as we did, there was a variable taken out from the market. We knew that we had a crypto-friendly president, and ETH did about a 2x, so about a 65% move to the highs. And then I sold the highs. And bringing up this Trump thing is perfect because not a lot of people want to think about it this way. They want to think that, okay, Trump's president, it's going to be bullish the entire time. We're never going to have any pullbacks. There's never going to be a better opportunity to buy crypto now. And I was the opposite. And I was one of the only people. And it sucks that I had to keep screaming to my audience that like, this is the end. Like Trump has maybe 1 to 2 months, November, December, and maybe some of January to have a bullish period. But after that, we need to be selling the inauguration news. As he becomes president, it's not more bullish. We've already priced in that move. And here's another thing I posted on December 5th. Not only was this just based on fundamental hypothesis, but it's also based on the fact that funding rates were exceptionally hot, right? November 11th and 13th, we had a massive, move up in the market. The market then ended up tanking then. And then, of course, we revitalized. We're going through the Trump pump here. The market got even hotter. And then what happened? The market literally overheated on funding rates. And if you don't understand funding rates, go look it up. I'm not going to explain it in this video, but I told everyone that, like, be wary. This is when we're going to have the pullback. And it does suck for me to talk bearishly about crypto because I am long-term bullish, but I'm also here to make money in these markets. And if I see something that is potentially going to draw my assets down, like it has been 50 days since I sold my Ethereum. In 50 days, it has been a minus 1% depreciation per day. It's a minus 50% move. Ethereum has lost half of its value since I sold in 50 days. And I want to make this video to show you that, like, yes, there are ways for you to time the market. There are ways for you to time the top of the market, bringing in technical analysis, understanding that, not only was this level the high of the previous bull structure, right? This is March 10th, 2024, all the way to December 7th, right? This is a long period of time that a lot of people had to wait to get back to their prices. And if you can notice from this long point of consolidation here, Trump becomes president, it immediately moves up. All you want to do in the market is sell buy side, right? And then buy the sell side. And as you can see, we'll talk about this shortly where I expect to buy. I'm going to literally buy everybody's stop loss. Everyone's selling right now. I'm going to be the one to buy. I'm contrarian to the market. Typically what people say on crypto Twitter is incorrect, and most of the time they're wrong. That's usually why they're on crypto Twitter, is because they haven't made much money yet. So they're farming you for engagement, telling you pretty nice things about crypto in order to get your likes and retweets, so then they can farm you, make money off you. And when in reality, when I talk about this stuff and I talk about bearish about crypto, no one wants to listen to it because it's not pretty, it's not nice, and it doesn't help their bags long term. When in reality, it really does help your bags long term. If you listen to this, you would have sold all your crypto like I personally did. You would have followed me, and then you would have rode the move all the way down, and then you would have been buying back cheaper. So you would have still had your all-time high portfolio rating. A lot of you are probably upset that you saw, massive all-time high numbers, and now you don't because crypto's down 50, 60%. Let's pull up a pretty good example here of AR. AR is a really unfortunate one because it is tied to one of the most attractive alts in the market, which is Solana. We saw from February 7th all the way up until May 2024 a massive 480% move, and even more since October. Now, if we go to November, you can also see something very interesting. Here's November 4th. This is literally the day we knew Trump was gonna become president. There was no hidden variables anymore. And then boom, 30 days pass and you move 100%. But the problem here is people still didn't want to sell their alts. They thought that Trump's president, that nothing's going to happen. And quite frankly, all you had to do was sell any of the relevant buy side liquidity in the market and then sell into the news of the inauguration that eventually came further. And as you can see, the market is dumping fairly hard from this level. So my entire thesis behind this video is to show you that, yes, I quite frankly sold the top. I literally bought the bottom in November on one day after Trump became president and rode all the alts for 2, 3, 4, 5x's. And then I sold them, as I've showed you with all the proof on the Discord alerts. And in the comments, my whole team is going to be commenting and showing you guys as well. This is transparent. And the reason for this video is to show you that, yes, like I can do it. And when people say like they sold the top, you usually think they're grifting, but there are ways that you can fundamentally and technically align your thesis with selling assets into strength. And that's generally the problem with most crypto traders, is they do not want to sell their assets into strength. And I want to talk about strength and weakness now, going forward with my thesis in the next few weeks of what I expect crypto to do. And remember, if you're not selling into strength, you're selling into weakness. And unfortunately, you just become sheep at that point and you're liquidity for someone else. So what I'm going to do in the next few weeks is I'm looking to have this sell side at these lows, just like the buy side hit. Like, I mean, we can invert the chart here. It's the exact same thing I expect to happen that happened back in December, is I expect for prices to get sold off a cataclysmic fall, which we've pretty much already had. I mean, this is in less than like 2 days, 3 days, we had a minus 33% drop. I suspect this will continue until we take out this low. We need to take out the buyers that were here previously on August 3rd, take them out, and then I will start to buy all of their stops. All I want to do in the market is buy their fear. I did this in 2023. I did this in 2022. I've been making videos about this. If you see 2 months ago, right here, sorry, 1 month ago, 12.8, I talk about how bearish crypto was here. I told you 1 month ago, I sold the ETH top. You're crying about the drop. This is why it happened. And then I did the Sunday stream 8 days ago. You know, you're missing this. And then this is a while ago. This is for NQ. And then you can see this. That's actually, these are a while ago too. So these two here, as you can see the dates, you don't want to focus on this. But 126, you know, I talk about being bearish on crypto, but I'm bullish on NASDAQ. And then again, this week, I'm talking about, I think NASDAQ's going down and then crypto's going to bottom soon potentially. And the bottom soon potentially is this idea where we fall to these lows and I'm able to buy these assets back up. I'll give you guys a quick update of some things that are in my portfolio because my portfolio isn't just, you know, nothing right now. I do own some assets still. As I said, I'm 65% cash. I own Solana. I own Bitcoin. I do not own ETH. I own Uniswap. I'm buying SUI soon. I own Trump, which is a huge holding that I suspect will do good. And Hype, which is another major one of my holdings as it holds up the best in the bear market. So I can see you guys can't see any of that. But anyways, none of it really mattered, to be frank. All of it is right here to the right of my head. You can see most of my holdings there. But I want you guys to remember, like, don't be afraid at any drops in the market. It is a blessing for you because the market moves in cycles. It's an ebb and a flow. The market can't go up forever. And a lot of people say that, you know, altcoin season is just now starting. Guys, altcoin season has been started since early 2023. I mean, that's 2 years ago now at this point. Alt season is when alts are running 1, 2, 3, 4, 5x, and they have done that. And for the people saying that alt season hasn't started yet is blasphemy and honestly engagement farm to hurt you into liking and retweeting their posts more often because they're giving you hopium. You're hoping to have higher prices later to have a higher portfolio balance because of what they're telling you. You need to listen to people like me that will be contrarian to the, you know, public opinion because this is how you get paid. I'm able to sell all my alts at highs and make sure that I protect my balance, and that's truly what it is. So this is probably what you came for. I am looking for ETH. This is the final thing I'll say in this video. ETH under about 2,000. I start to buy heavily again. So truly, I do need to have a pretty massive discount on ETH, which is another 25% or so before I start buying. But again, when I get to that point, I truly think that we will have the opportunity that a lot of you missed out on earlier in the year. You'll have it again. You know, November, we are at the same price for Ethereum right now that we were at during Trump's presidency, and we had a 60% run from them. And a lot of you felt FOMO missing that move. You'll have it again. So that's the video. That's why I sold crypto. That's why I'm bearish on crypto. Hopefully you guys understand my point. I'm not trying to scare anyone. The reason I'm making this video now is because it's already played out. So I don't look like a lunatic anymore. I was completely correct with the thesis, and I hope you guys start listening to me more often because, hey, I've been right every single year since 2020 about how the market's going to move. So until the next one, goodbye.